Well, I am drinking, but it is positive because I waited till 7 o'clock this evening to buy a half sack, so only 6 beers. I usually drink about 24 beers a day. I usually wake up and I drink like 6 to 7 beers before I even do anything. So I actually started drinking lots of herbal tea, but I cannot go off of this shit. I got this other stuff, whatever they call it, Ativan. Like I've taken a little bit of that, not with alcohol though. And yeah, but I'm actually down to 6 beers in the evening. I'm not taking Ativan. I'm only gonna take that if I really have to take it. If I start getting the shakes or something, I don't even know if that'll even work for that. But for some reason, I haven't been getting the shakes. I don't understand. It's kind of weird. Like in the morning, I haven't been getting the shakes, but I really cut down on my alcohol consumption. But I totally want to quit. But the thing is, I can't get strong edibles, so that's the thing. And I don't trust the government weed places here. I'm trying to get in touch with one of my friends that has strong stuff, and if he could somehow come across with those edibles, I could sure use them, right? So if he could get those for me, right? Like my friend there that was giving them to me before, I got them really cheap, but they're like really strong stuff, right? You take one edible and they're good for like 4 or 5 hours. I don't really want to be taking Ativan, right? Like, but I'm gonna keep it on hand if I really need it. But what I was gonna say, okay, I can cut that out there for a minute. Okay, it's not the purpose of the video. Yes, I am cutting down on drinking, and I'm actually really doing. You probably are noticing the difference because I'm actually more coherent and not. I'm less. What do you call that? I'm more clear headed. We will just say that, right? But there is some aerial phenomenon going on around the island here. I'm on Salt Spring Island. Okay, it's at the south end of the island where Fulford and Burgoyne Bay is. That whole area. And from what I understand is there's some type of NOTAM in place. There's like a red zone for flying around there. And these assholes on Salt Spring Exchange here, well, just say this right, like they blocked me from posting on the exchange. Well, it's called Meanwhile on Salt Spring. Sorry, not the exchange. Meanwhile on Salt Spring. I'm blocked from posting on there because I don't know, maybe too many Karens complained about me because I made some like I don't know. I didn't make anything like bad. Like I didn't make any like I didn't post any like negative stuff or at all. Right? They just don't like the way because I'm a well the truth dysfunctional drunk on and off being homeless person. Right? So, but I'm not really homeless. But I'm living in a metal box here, and this is my dad's room. It's not even all my stuff. Right? Like yeah, the clothes hanging on the walls, my stuff. But my dad's still gotta get more of his shit out of here, really. Because the only reason why I could stay here in this place that I'm living at, okay, is if the I do not enter the main building with my dog, because people are scared of my doggy. He's part wolf. He's terrifying. But yeah, I'm just saying. Not just that. There's other shit going on here. Okay. I can post a link in the description below. I'm not gonna like chatter too much about it, but you should see some of it. And no, it's not. I witnessed. I better be careful. I actually witnessed some of it at nighttime while I was. This is before the dog, and this is when I was homeless here and shit. And I was just like drinking by the coffee shop and like taking cover under the fucking awning there and stuff. I had a sailboat out in the harbor, but it was really stormy, and I that night I decided like I was just gonna stay on land, right? And next thing you know, I seen about like 60 or 70. I don't know how many people. I couldn't count them, but 5'10" dudes with machine guns, all black, everything black, running in cover formation around the whole downtown. I'm like, fuck, are these motherfuckers gonna kill my ass or what? And I actually got freaked out enough that I waited till I like they disappeared, and I was like, fucking, I made a fucking beeline for my skiff. It was at Grace Point, right? and it was like really nasty out there, like fucking like, oh, it was bad, right? The weather. But I was like, okay, these guys are gonna start fucking whacking people. I'm like, I'm gonna at least try to get back to my fucking boat, right? Like, but I was saying the Chinaz, yeah, oh yeah, I'll put a link in the description below. You guys can see what's going on here. I'll leave this at 5 minutes, but yeah, there's some weird aerial phenomena going on in the south end of the island here around Fulford, and I'm not dissing Chinese people, so I'm not China. I have a lot of friends that are Chinese, so I'm just saying there's some bad actors. I would just say that, right? Like, I'm just saying it, right? And I think that's part of this aerial phenomenon shit too, right? I think it's to do with that, right? So anyway, this is Bushcraft Hobel, mentally challenged bushcraft, and we're working on our future episodes. But I gotta get some better gear, right? My gear is like, I'm not like appropriately equipped, right? Like, I'm equipped for the island here though. I got the fucking next to fuck all, right? I got a broken fishing rod right now, and it's totally kind of fucked, right? Like, but yeah, it's an update to what's going on, guys. I am gonna quit drinking though. I just gotta get the really strong edibles. It's one thing I gotta do. I might even have to try the mushroom approach too.